Hey everybody, welcome back to a new video. And this time I'm going to talk about, for the second time, MTV's Made. I talked about this, um, I believe it's been on my top 10 or top 5 favorite, MTV shows. Um, and I've talked about this 4 years ago. And that's 4 years ago. So why not I kind of do a new, you know, something new? And I hate when you like let's do something new and then it keeps on. But this is something I've I've talked about, and this was a series that, if you don't know, um, kind of has history. If you call it history, with my high school. Now, I'm not gonna go into detail about that. You could just go and check out that first video I did. But yeah, my um, principal even had to sign a waiver that my school will never be associated with anything, not just with Made, but under MTV production, anything related to MTV. Um, but they kind of had an exception with something else. I've talked about that before. Um, but I don't know if it like I don't know, but I do know my principal had to sign a waiver. But this, of course, is a series that it's a very interesting series where you want to be made. This teenager wants to be made into something of their dreams. Someone wanted to be made into a singer. Someone wants to be made into a comedian. Tommy NC 2010, he wanted to be made into a filmmaker. There were a three girls that wanted to be made into soap opera actresses. It was non-stop. There were like very interesting ones too, like made into prom queen, made into fitness instructor, made into you. They really, like, when I mean interesting, I mean like very different from your usual popular girl, which I think was one as well. So want to be made into the popular girl. It was a huge, and I always thought it interesting because you kind of have this maid coach, they would call him, and one of them, you had one that was the, of all people, um the singer of Train, you know, uh, Drops of Jupiter, and yeah, a lot of very well known people were maid coaches, and I always thought that was really cool, and I thought that um, the I think like what made it what made me want to, like, more interested into is the learning the stories and learning um the passion these people will have. I always found that's just so such a breath of fresh air from a lot of these different shows that were around the time that were not really that good. And I'm not gonna say any, um, but Jersey Shore, but like, cause like this was still, I really don't care. Even the reruns, they were just so interesting and so fun, and just you kind of wanted to see what would happen next. Like what other person is going to be made next. And I do like that YouTube kind of has some different, some episodes. And yeah, I was just found this so cool. Um, I really like that there's no sugarcoating into it. And as you all know, in reality TV, a lot of people like to get sugarcoated. Even if you watch stuff like hardcore porn, there's things that are real, and then there's things that's just completely stupid. And they kind of try not to sugarcoat too much, and they put a lot of real shit happening. And you see the arguments, you see the sadness that people get, you see real stuff happening. And that's another reason why I really like it. And it's just very, again, people can say what they can say, but MTV, again, like because like when MTV meant something, it was always music. MTV has done, in my opinion, you had shows that are very they worked on very well done shows, like the DJM thing, and was it If You Were Me or so. Like there's so many different um such creative situations within these shows. And I always enjoyed how Made really. And I was upset that they never uh, did a complete. They never really did a box set or anything in DVD, not even a compilation. And MTV, MTV has done, of course, like Pit My Ride and Andy Milonakis, which I do like. I love Andy Milonakis, but it would have been cool to see, like, at least on a DVD, maybe even a compilation or something. But yeah, always this has always been one of those shows, like I said, that you get into the person's mind, and you're in there, you're basically in this journey with them. I always found that so interesting.